Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to take a closer look at some daily updates impacting Nvidia. We can see the stock is sitting at 1,150 after the market close. So there's a lot of topics impacting Nvidia and also the overall semiconductor market. We're going to take a closer look at a potential IPO that maybe Nvidia investors might want to take a closer look at. Also, Dell had a great day. ARM Technologies shared some great information, and a very small healthcare company that just partnered up with some big players. So let's take a closer look in today's episode.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for the subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
All right, so we can see Nvidia sitting at 1,148, up nearly 1% today. So not a crazy day, but compared to the rest of the market, which was red, I'm willing to take any green. So the first topic that we have is CoreWeave, a cloud and computing startup that Nvidia has invested in, is reportedly preparing for an IPO in 2025. So for those that are not familiar with CoreWeave, CoreWeave is this clouding company that specializes in Nvidia GPUs and kind of rents out for clouding solutions, and mainly obviously in the AI market. A lot of people don't like CoreWeave, or there's this kind of crazy theory that Nvidia is kind of messing with their numbers because they are an investor of CoreWeave, and CoreWeave goes out there and buys Nvidia GPUs. But this is something that I don't find that crazy. I mean, we have all these clouding partners, right? Microsoft has partnered up with OpenAI, where OpenAI pays them and uses them for their AI clouding solution. We have Amazon and Google who partner up with AI companies that forces them to kind of use their clouding solution. So how is that any different from this? It's not like they're faking the money. That money is actually being used for clouding solutions. So I'm personally very excited for this IPO potential. And it's not because I want to invest in CoreWeave. I believe that if this company does have an IPO in 2025, it's going to come at a hefty valuation, and it's going to be pretty expensive because of a few things. Obviously, it's going to be an AI company, and obviously it's going to be a company that Nvidia has invested in. The reason I'm excited about this is going to be another data point for me as an Nvidia investor, if it's true, right? Because as an Nvidia investor, what I want to see is make sure that all the data that I have tells me that, hey, look, the bullish trend is still here. And right now, obviously, we have these tech giants that are in the clouding market, and they, during their earnings call, they tell me, hey, look, we're going to spend more money on capital expenditure. We're seeing this kind of slowdown here and there. So CoreWeave is just another data point that I, as an Nvidia investor, can use to kind of understand where we're at in the cycle. So that's why I'm very excited if this IPO is true, as it gives me more of an insight of what's happening within Nvidia. Now, kind of following through with Nvidia, there was also another report that came out earlier today that Nvidia jumps to FOPLOP, which is a form of advanced packaging for AI server chips amid CoWoS capacity strain. So Nvidia is reportedly planning to adopt a new form of advanced packaging that will help kind of ease the need of CoWoS, which is kind of a supply constraint issue for Nvidia's AI chips. And actually, I just did a video about this on one of my semiconductor channels. This is more focused on the actual technology behind of why things are happening. And my first video here was talking about the truth behind Nvidia's AI chip. I'm going to post a link on the comment. Make sure to support if you haven't. It's a quick 8-minute video, but it tells you why we're kind of seeing an AI chip shortage. So I definitely would appreciate the support. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. This channel is going to be my daily updates for the overall market. But pretty interesting. I think if this is true and we're going to see this, it's going to overall help with the supply of Nvidia's AI chips. But it's too early to tell, in my opinion, but it could definitely be a tailwind in the future. So that's all what I have for Nvidia specifically. Actually, I might have one more thing, but I want to move into Dell Technologies. So before we go any further, we are now on the road to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you all for the crazy support.
So if you haven't and are enjoying the content, make sure to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. Finally, if you want to support the channel a little bit more, make sure to check out my special offer at fool.com/Jose. Now back to today's episode.
Dell Technologies, it seems like a lot of investors have kind of transferred over from Supermicro or expecting this to be the next Supermicro, and it seems to be doing well, right? In the past 4 months, in the past 30 days, the stock is up over 43%. In the past 6 months, the stock is over 136%. And in the past 52 weeks, the stock is up 278. So while I do believe there's a lot of growth potential for companies like Dell Technologies and Supermicro, I have mentioned in the past that those are not companies that I personally would invest in because I'm just not excited about the business in the long term of things. In the short term of things, we are definitely seeing some great returns here. So there's a few reasons why the stock was up in the past few days. Obviously, the overall excitement from AI and Nvidia in general, but in the past few days, we have seen some upgraded in price targets. I mean, yesterday on May 28th, Loop Capital raised their price target to 185 from 140, and today Bank of America adjusted their price target to 180 from 130. And very similar to kind of what we're hearing all around is, hey, look, the main reason they're increasing price targets is because they do believe that the Dell Technologies is going to see a huge growth in their infrastructure solution group, which is thanks to the AI server and also other things like the storage market and the PC refresh cycle. So again, Dell Technologies is not one that I would personally buy, but that doesn't mean I'm bearish on the company. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts? Are you buying Dell Technologies? Are you selling at these levels? Definitely would like to hear from you. Now, the next company is a very small market cap company of $336 million. Right now, this is one of those stocks that obviously is one of those. I haven't done any deep dive, but we do have news from Nvidia here. And with that kind of market cap, this is something that's volatile. If you like something like this is a company that I would do very small position if I was to enter, because especially where we're at in the market, this is kind of like a lottery ticket to some extent. Again, I don't know much of the company, but just based on the size, I know that this is going to be something with very high volatility. But this is Sophia Genetics SA, ticker SOPH. Right now, the stock was up roughly 10% in the past 5 days. Today, the stock was up roughly 4.4%. And the main reason is Sophia Genetics, a cloud-native healthcare technology company and global leader in data-driven medicine, announces collaboration with Microsoft and Nvidia to leverage their expertise in technology and genomics to bring streamlined and scalable whole genome sequencing analytic solutions to healthcare institutions, with the aim to make the solution available to customers before the end of the year. So obviously you mentioned two big players in the AI space, Nvidia and Microsoft, and that obviously gets the algorithm running and gets pretty excited of what's in store. The one thing I do want to say is, while I don't know Sophia Genetics, ticker SOPH, the healthcare market is one that Jensen and the overall Nvidia team seems to be very bullish on. I've actually done plenty of videos on the healthcare market. Make sure to check out my playlist. I have a playlist called Nvidia Book, where I just look at individual segments of Nvidia, and I did one on the healthcare market. So again, I'm not bullish on Sophia Genetics. I have no information about this company. We do see that partnership with Nvidia. We do see that partnership with Microsoft. We know on the bullish case that, hey, look, the AI market definitely can transform the medical space. So right now, on a top level overview, things look good. Now it's time to really do a deep dive. So let me know if anybody here has heard of Sophia Genetics, and let me know what are your thoughts on the company. Obviously, I'm not doing anything with it right now. Now, the final company we're going to take a closer look at is ARM stock. So ARM Technologies, right now the stock was down roughly 3.4%, but still sitting at a pretty crazy price of $120. So ARM Technology today did release a lot of new updates, really focusing on their CPU platform platform and their GPU platforms that they license. And obviously, it's a huge push for the AI space right now. So they released numerous new kind of CPU cluster, the Cortex X, the Cortex A700, the Cortex A500, and they also did release new versions, or version 5, I believe, of their GPU platforms as well. So I'm most likely going to do a deeper dive on ARM and this announcement because they cover a lot, but I just want to bring it up to you, the viewers, that hey, look, the company has made some great announcements, releasing their updated version of their ARM V9 CPUs and an updated version of their GPU variety, which is going to obviously help power the AI push in AI PC, in AI mobile, in AI wearables, in AI smart homes. So definitely pretty interesting, and I believe this could definitely be very bullish news in my opinion for ARM shareholders. Still, at this price, I personally wouldn't buy, but that doesn't mean it's a bad company, right? It's just every investor has their own risk tolerance and their own time to buy a company, and for me, that's not it for ARM, but I can definitely see the growth play here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good day, and see you all next time.